local anchorwoman who became the lead story when she went public with a hurtful email from a viewer criticizing her weight. Her 4-minute response to him on air has gone wildly viral. We'll talk to her live in just a moment, but first, take a look.
Good morning and welcome to News 8 this morning. I'm Jennifer Livingston.
Jennifer Livingston, the morning anchor at WKBT in La Crosse, Wisconsin, has spent her career reporting the news. But in an odd twist this week, she became it.
I want to take a moment to address a situation that has become a talking point in this community over the past weekend, especially on Facebook, that centers around me.
After receiving a viewer email from a local man who criticized her weight.
It reads as follows. Surely you don't consider yourself a suitable example for this community's young people, girls in particular. Obesity is one of the worst choices a person can make and one of the most dangerous habits to maintain. I leave you this note hoping that you'll reconsider your responsibility as a local public personality to present and promote a healthy lifestyle.
Good job. That feels very good.
Livingston tried to laugh off the hurtful comments, but her husband, also an anchor at the station, could not. He posted the email on Facebook, and an overwhelming amount of support poured in.
Hundreds and hundreds of people have taken the time out of their day to not only lift my spirits, but take a stand that attacks like this are not okay.
In the end, it was Livingston who got the final word.
The truth is, I am overweight. You could call me fat, and yes, even obese on a doctor's chart. But to the person who wrote me that letter, do you think I don't know that? That your cruel words are pointing out something that I don't see? You don't know me. You are not a friend of mine. You are not a part of my family, and you have admitted that you don't watch this show. So you know nothing about me but what you see on the outside. And I am much more than a number on a scale.
Oh, you blowing a kiss?
Livingston, herself a mother of 3 daughters, spoke directly to the children in her audience, saying no one should ever let themselves feel victimized by others.
Listen to me right now. Do not let your self-worth be defined by bullies. Learn from my experience that the cruel words of one are nothing compared to the shouts of many.
And joining us now live is Jennifer Livingston, along with her husband, Mike Thompson. Good morning. Welcome to you both. And Jennifer, I've got to ask you, we all get emails from viewers that are sometimes not very nice. Why did you go public with this particular one?
This is one of the worst that I've gotten, and usually it's about a story which we encourage people to critique us and about our stories, and sometimes it's the occasional, your hair looked this way, your jacket was not, you know, where you're not wearing your jacket well. But this was an attack. This was a personal attack. Calling me obese is one thing. Calling me a bad role model to our community that I've worked at for 15 years, and especially young girls, when I have 3 girls, was a low blow, and I thought it was uncalled for, and I wanted to call him out on it.
Do you think this man who wrote this was trying to be hurtful? Do you think this was thoughtlessness or cruelty or both?
I think in his mind, he views himself as being helpful, which is what I think a little bit of the problem is. He doesn't see that the way that he approached it was clearly hurtful to me. He's trying to shame me into losing weight. That's not being helpful. That's being a bully.
Mike, you posted this on your Facebook page because you, quote, it made you sick, you said when you read this. You had a real reaction to it.
I did. You know, like you said, we get emails here in the media all the time, but I really feel like this one crossed a line out there. And what really angered me, more so than his attack on her not being a role model for our community, is that he doesn't know Jennifer. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know our family. He doesn't know that Jennifer has ran triathlons. He doesn't know that she ran in a race last weekend, a 5K race. She works out 2 or 3 times a week. She's going to run in a race this weekend. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that she has a condition, a thyroid condition, that makes it harder for her to lose weight. He doesn't know any of that. He just decided to attack her for no reason.
He doesn't know, in fact, that she's been trying very hard to lose the weight that she says she fully well knows that she has, as you just put out, Jennifer. I'm curious, both of you, to react to the fact that, you know, the internet has made some amazing advances in our lives, but has it also made it easier in some ways to be a bully? You can insult somebody without the discomfort of having to say it to them face to face.
Well, that's exactly it. You would never say the majority of things that you see on the internet to someone's face, and that's what it's about. Just because you're not saying it to their face, you have this anonymity, doesn't make it okay to say. And we need to make sure that we're teaching our children that, especially in what is happening in our schools today.
The general discourse of the internet conversation as a whole. I was also struck by something else, Jennifer, that you said to your bully, quote, if you were at home talking about the fat news lady in front of the kids, guess what? Your children are probably going to go to school and call someone fat. You really think that discussions like this, comments like this, can lead to bullying in schools of kids?
I absolutely think that. I do believe that for the majority of kids out there, this behavior is learned. It's coming from somewhere else. And we all, as adults, need to take the time to have the discussion with our children about what's important, about whether kindness is the way that we want to be, or do we want to be critical of the way someone looks.
And in 10 seconds, what did you say to your 3 very young daughters about this whole issue?
Our 10-year-olds, we basically told her that this might be something she has to deal with in the future. She needs to be strong, and hopefully, you know, she can follow my example and now the example of people all over the world.
Because she is a good role model.
Oh, that's great. Jennifer, Mike, thank you so much for being with us. Be your best self is the message here, and be kind to others. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning.
Absolutely.